I'm on the warpath again for a new tire pressure gauge. Now I had two good ones, and I did a review on a bunch of tire pressure gauges here several years ago. And my favorite tire pressure gauge, and they still are, was this Goodyear and a Craftsman. But I can't find the Craftsman or the Goodyear anymore. This Goodyear quit working on me. And but what I like about them so much is they swallow that Schrader valve, and when you're checking pressure on something like a small trailer tire or something, you don't lose a bunch of air. Yeah, you know, sometimes if you got one of these gauges that you got to wiggle it just right and everything, on a 14-inch camper tire or something, you may lose a pound or two before you finally get the damn thing checked. So I found that they just go right on, no pressure loss, no air loss, they're great. Now it doesn't make much difference on these big Ram tires with all the volume you got in those things. But it's just, the last thing I want to do at a remote campsite is have to break out my air compressor and start filling up my tires just because I checked my tires, Okay, so here's an array of tire pressure gauges that I've got. I recently bought these three right here from Amazon, and that's primarily the ones we're going to talk about today. I bought this one thinking that, well, the name's Craftsman. It's this one right here. It's crap. Don't even consider buying that. I had this one right here. It's crap too. This slime, crap. Don't even consider it. So, and of course I told you about the Goodyear here. I really like it, but it doesn't work. So, I've got these three that I did some research on. They seem to be a little better than those pieces of junk I just showed you. So, let's take a look at them. I kind of got suckered in on this one by the name Victor. You got Victor welding equipment and all that stuff, and so I thought, well, okay, Victor. But by the way, every single one of these I showed you is made in China. I mean, what isn't these days, right? But a lot of times they'll put the name, and Victor is a common name, but don't put it past some of these countries to clone a name and not really be the same company. These two turn out to be very similar. In fact, I think they're probably the same guts. It's just different names on them. You'll find that they'll always put, some sort of a English, American type name to kind of attract you. But like this one's a Astro AI. This is a Safe Life, not Safe Light. The good thing about these two, is they got regular batteries. I think it's AAA, might be AA, but I think it's AAA. And this one has got like those flat batteries, like, I don't know, 3025 or whatever they are, but the ones that you can never find at Walmart or wherever you look. But I find it strange that they give you these little caps, and I also find it kind of amusing that they name them, especially this one here, Safe Life. It's not Safe Light, it's Safe Light. It reminds me of years ago I was in a foreign country, Southeast Asia, sitting on the crapper, and I grabbed a new roll of toilet paper, and the name of the toilet paper was Precious. We have shawarma and stuff. So they're not quite up to spec with the names like Safe Life. I don't know. I guess you could relate this to tire pressure being Safe Life. I don't know. I just find it amusing, and I thought of all the things to name a roll of toilet paper, Precious. What am I taking a precious crap here or something? But that was inappropriate. Anyway, I think I like this one because it's heavier. and I do think the guts are the same though. So let's put them on the tire and look and see how they fit and how much air I lose, because that's the critical thing to me, is how much air I lose. I don't want to be stuck somewhere having to break out an air compressor at some campsite. It's not going to happen on these big tires, but it can happen on a smaller camper tire where it costs you £1, £2 just to get the damn tire pressure checked. So let's take a look at these. But that's in no way a criticism toward the Asian countries. I love the Asian countries. Let's check these pressures with my old shaky hands here. And it does read in things other than PSI. Of course, I think most of us use PSI. So 81.2. This one's even got a little light on it. This one does too, by the way. But the Victor, I don't think so, no. And let's give this one a try. It's got a blue screen versus a green screen. I don't know. But like I said, to me it's probably the same damn gauge. But notice, very little air escaping. This one's 80.8, so that is a little bit of difference in it. Still probably within a margin of error. And let's try the Victor. Let me go ahead and shut this one off. And this one does use regular batteries, so I like that. And the Victor. Turn the damn thing on, stupid. Okay, let's try this one with my old shaky hands. That's why I need one that swallows the fitting, you know, because I think probably everybody has that problem with these some of these gauges, is they don't, you know, you lose a lot of air. 81.5, but for some reason this one seems to be more consistent. It's heavier, and it, I don't know if you can see that with my old shaky hands, but it's Astro AI is what it's called. I'll put the links there on Amazon. All three of these came from Amazon. And that's going to conclude it, guys. Just wanted to show you what I was up against. If anybody has any ideas on tire pressure gauges, and you know, as I mentioned, my goal is to find a gauge that swallows the Schrader valve without losing a bunch of pressure. It's not so much important on this big Michelin Defender here, but it's very important when you got smaller tires, motorcycle, even my camper. The damn cheap ass things I got over there, they're just not usable unless you're prepared to break out your air compressor. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, adios.